Hello, we are here for one more lesson of this SprutCAM training course. The topic for today will be something called addictive manufacturing. On a very similar way that we have for milling, we have this similar process that creates toolpaths for addiction of material. We don't specify if this is a laser, sintering, or whatever it is, or what kind of laser, or welding. So it's not specified. The intention of this functionality is to create the path. As before, this is a special group of operations, so we need to have the equipment properly defined and with the information that we are working with additive toolpaths. So the first step it is to go to the definition of the machine, so machine setup, and then open under tooling, and around here we should have this additive manufacturing. We need to have it done. Okay, so with this done, let us close this. We need to have a part, we need to have some definitions. I've imported a very simple block. Okay, this is a robot. I've imported the block and I will do a couple of operations on this face. So this to give you an example of what we can do. So new, we have additive, we have first something called curve cladding. And this is done almost everything in job assignment. So job assignment, I will choose a couple of curves. And now just saying curve. I need to have some definitions on this. So curve, this is not correct yet. But let us go to the definition of the parameters. First, I will say, because the block has 50, so I say 55, 50, and all the parameters are good. Just the proper definition, and I will say this base surface, and this is a plan. So the 50, and I think it's okay. So let us try to calculate the path. Okay, it is here, and let us try to simulate this. Let us do a reset on the stock, and slowly let us try to simulate. Okay, here comes the head, and now if you see, we should start to get this addition of material, now only on the head. Okay, and that's it. Little faster, because it is following only the curve. I could change this because I've made a mistake on the height. So if I change it and I say bottom level it is 0, top level it is 5, okay. Now run, and let us again reset the block, do a run, and now, okay, a little faster. On top of my block is filling in this. Okay, this is the idea. This is one possibility, and we have another one called area cladding. It is basically the same, but filling a face. Again, we have a face. We have let me see. if it is properly defined. I have the machining strategy, okay, parallel or offset, it doesn't matter. Bottom level, okay, top level I would say again 5, bottom I would say 0. Okay, base surface this one. Okay, and I would say that probably it is done. Let me see if we get something good or not to show you what it does. Okay, it was not correct. I made probably some mistake around here, so delete. Let's try to define this again. So had a boss, we can we can choose again the curves, these curves. Okay, this had the boss, base surface it is selected, so now run, and now it should be okay. Let's try to simulate it. I will reset, and let's try to simulate this. As you can see, it is filling in my face, and okay, it is following this offset pattern, but as you can see, this take a little to open. I could choose a parallel, I could choose the passes order outside to inside, I could choose a zigzag, spiral, whatever it is. I could choose the increments. I think I did not went for the increments because in terms of the values and the understanding of these parameters, I think we've seen a lot of those, so they are more or less clear now. But the idea here, it was basically to show you that we have this kind of operation also instead of cutting, doing some material addition. And this is a very simple example. To be easier, I've imported this block, square block, into SprutCAM instead of having a more difficult part, because I think it's more visible and I think it's easier for your understanding. But this is the main concept for this type of operation. If you have any questions or any difficulties about this, let us know through the usual channels.